Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany in case you are new. Thank you for joining me today. In today's video we're going to be trying out the Covergirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk Foundation and also one more product, the Hydrating Camo Concealer by E.L.F. So, two products. One's a kind of a light coverage and one's a little bit more heavy coverage, so we shall see how they work together. I'm also going to be doing a wear test throughout the day. It is already 12:30, but I am going to wear it as long as I can. And let's go ahead and get started. Okay, starting with the Covergirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk. It looks like this. They have a whole Clean Fresh line. I believe it has a cooling like glow stick, a blush, and some kind of lip stain, but I was only able to get the foundation. I got it from Walmart. Well, I got the light medium shade from Amazon, and I got this medium shade from Walmart because I was not sure which one would be best suit me, but I'm probably going to have to mix them together. But let's read the claims on the back. It says vegan and formulated without talc. It's free of parabens, formaldehyde, thank goodness, phosphates. It has mineral oil. No, it's without mineral oil. And no fragrance. It says it blurs imperfections, evens out skin tone, sheer to buildable coverage, instant all-day hydration. So we'll be testing that out. I cannot talk this morning, I'm sorry. We'll be testing out that hydration and the coverage in a wear test. So I think that what I'm going to do is go in with, let me see what the light medium looks like. It's a very kind of liquidy formulation. It's kind of runny. Let me see. Running down my neck. And then this is the medium. So let's see how the medium looks. I may have to mix them together because I feel like the light medium is too light, but then the medium is too dark. Let's see when I mix them together. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and mix those together. I'm going to wipe this, well, mix them together. Okay. What's so funny is it smells like popcorn. It smells like microwave popcorn. That's what it smells like. It's not offensive. So I am going to do, like I'm doing right now, I'm going to do one side with my fingers because it is kind of like a BB cream. And I'm going to do the other side with a brush. Because I think using a sponge, since it is a light coverage, a sheer coverage, it's going to soak up most of the product. But it's so much, it feels so hydrating. And it does give a little sheen to the skin. Oh my god, hair. Attached. Can't blame the brush. That hair is from me. Okay. It just soaks right into the skin. So if you need hydration to your skin and not as much coverage, it almost feels like a primer. Like maybe to even out the skin tone kind of primer. So if you don't have a lot of blemishes, this would be, and you need hydration, like if you have dehydrated lines or anything, this would be perfect for you. Also for mature skin or people that don't like to wear a lot of high coverage foundations, this would be perfect for you. I mean, I don't know yet. I have to wear it all day just to see how it wears, but just the feeling of it so far. Okay, I'm going to put it on with my fingers and then buff it out with my E.L.F. buffing brush. Alright, get my E.L.F. buffing brush. Okay, maybe it will work better with the brush. It just seems to spread it a little more easily. I did wash, moisturize, and tone. I did not put a primer just because this feels kind of like a primer with the hydration and everything. And it does say it's going to smooth and blur. So let me go ahead and go in with a little bit more to see if it builds coverage. I'm going to use the brush on both sides, just in my kind of red spots, dark spots, all the spots I want to cover. And I do have a new friend here that's joining us today. Okay, we're just going all over the place with it, just to see if it's buildable. It is a little bit buildable. Come on here. It is a little bit buildable, but not much. Like, it's just kind of evening out. I don't want to put too much in the eye area because of the E.L.F. concealer. That Camo concealer will help on our friend because the foundation is not enough coverage to cover our friend up. Okay, I do notice, and I don't know if it's meshing with my skincare, but I do notice some little white spots. I don't know, I noticed some little white spots on my skin, but let me zoom you in. Okay, you're as zoomed as you can be. I'm gonna come closer. So it's a very sheer coverage. It kind of evened out the skin tone, not all the way, but enough for a little natural look. All right, so I'm gonna let that set down for a little while, for a few minutes, because it does feel a little bit wet. Tacky, I should say, not wet. But I am seeing like little white dots, and I don't know if that's the milk, the coconut milk. It does have coconut milk in it. But it's just enough coverage to just kind of even out. And if you don't have a lot of problem areas, like I said, this would be perfect for you. If you don't like a heavy foundation, if you have dry skin, it would be perfect for you. So, and even if there's some people that like to just use concealer. So just to put this on first and then go on with your concealer, I think would be beautiful, just to kind of hit targeted areas, problem areas. Well, let me watch it for a little while. On this side, I just feel like it's got a little white, and it might be mixing with my skincare. Like little white balls on it. I don't know. Alright, I'm going to stop fooling with it. I'm going to let it dry down. And I'll be back with the E.L.F. Hydrating Camo Concealer. Okay, here's our E.L.F. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I am in the shade, I think this is medium beige, light beige. Let's see what the claims are on this. It says, camouflage those peaky spots and under eye circles with this high coverage, hydrating, and long wearing concealer. Use the wand to apply concealer to desired areas. Pat out gently with your finger or a sponge. Well, since we've been using our fingers and I don't think with this, I guess the brush did kind of spread it out a little bit better. I don't see any brush strokes or anything like that, but let's go ahead and put the concealer. I'm going to put it, you know, by our little friend and under the eyes. I'm not going to mess with the coverage of the foundation, so I'm just going to do under my eyes and our little friend here. See how it wears. Okay, this is kind of a light shade for me, but I guess it will brighten. Might highlight our friend, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna pat it out with my fingers like it said. Okay, it's very, very yellow on me and kind of light. Maybe I should have went with medium. Talk about coverage. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to use the sponge. And this is my E.L.F. Total Face Sponge. Just because I don't want to take away from the foundation. It's going all the way down my face. And well, I did put kind of a heavy amount. We're going to be hydrated to, I don't know. So under eyes hydrated, face hydrated. So if the coverage wears off from our foundation, we still will be covered underneath the eyes. Okay. Here we are. I'll give you a close-up with the concealer and the Milk foundation. Not looking too shabby. I am going to go in with a little bit of makeup, not much, and I'll be right back. I'll let you know the products that I used. But so far, this is what we're looking like. Light coverage around the face, but then under the eye, heavy coverage. And it is very hydrating, that concealer. You can kind of see a little bit of a dew. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm not going to put any powders as usual. I'm just going to put probably cream products on and then I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. I did a very light makeup. So I went on the cheeks and the lids and the lips with this Neutrogena Moisture Smooth Color Stick in the shade Wine Berry. So I did the lips, cheeks, and the eyelids with that. I also used my Believe Beauty contouring stick, as always. I used the highlighting in the inner part of my eyes, and I used the contour around the perimeter of my face. And then I also used the Flower Beauty Lash Warrior mascara. That's all I used. So, Wet n Wild micro brow pencil for my brows. So that's all I did. I didn't put any powders. I didn't spray. So let me zoom you guys in close. So this is the starting point. It gives you just enough coverage. I did have to cover the little friend, but this concealer is definitely full coverage. So we'll see if it's going to crease. I did not set it with powder. I did not set anything with powder. So starting point, I do have a glow going on from that foundation and also underneath the eyes. So we're starting point 12:59. Oh, 1 o'clock. Okay, so I will check back in. If there are any changes or anything, I'll check back in. But if not, I'll try to go about 5 hours, 4 hours. But this is what it's looking like. I do like it so far. The only thing I'm noticing is there are little white dots around my face. I'm not sure if that's from the coconut milk or the hydration. But let's see if they settle down as the wear goes on and it meshes with my oils. So I will see you soon. 3:48. Okay, so I do have a lot of thoughts about this foundation, Skin Milk. Okay, it's almost like it's wearing better as I wear it. Like when I first put it on, I noticed some white dots, even in the natural light. I brought my son to go pick up some things from his dad. So looking in the mirror, in the car mirror, it had a lot of white little dots. And if it was clinging to dry parts that needed to be exfoliated, or if it was just something that's in the product itself, I'm not sure. But it did have those little white dots. Just not everywhere, just in certain spots. So that's why I think it might be clinging to dry areas. I'm not sure. But let me catch my breath for a second. My skin looks healthy. It looks like it has skincare on it with a little bit of a tint. Like a CC or a BB cream would do for you. But it's got this nice juicy glow, okay? I mean, it's still there. I do see some white spots still. It's not until I turn a ring light on. Okay, so let me get you up close and see if it's picking up on camera. And a little bit on my forehead. So I don't know if that's dry places it's clinging to, or if it's the actual coconut milk and maybe I didn't shake it up well enough. But it is, you could see it. I mean, it's not, if I'm speaking to you from a certain distance, you wouldn't be able to notice it, but close up, it's very noticeable. I mean, to me, anyway. I don't know. Especially around like my mustache area. Right here, you know, on the side of my mouth. And a little bit on my forehead. I mean, it's not bad. They're just there. And I haven't noticed that with any other foundation or BB cream. So it could be the coconut milk. It could be something that's in my skincare that's not meshing well with it. It could be dry skin. I'm not sure. But I do notice that it is wearing a lot better than it did when I first applied it. So it's kind of meshing into my skin. It's just, I don't know. It has a lot of potential. Okay, so you can probably wear this as a primer. You can, before you put concealer over it, kind of like I did with the E.L.F. concealer. You can wear it as an everyday foundation if you don't have many blemishes and you just want to kind of even out the skin tone. I mean, it even really doesn't have that much coverage to even out the skin tone, but maybe just to, I don't know, like a light veil over your skin. But it is more like a skincare item. And I just find that my skin is very, very juicy and plump and it looks radiant besides the white little patches. So far, 4 hours in, I am liking this foundation. I wouldn't call it a foundation though. So I'm going to check back in. I'm going to walk a few miles on a treadmill and we're going to see how it holds up to exercise or, you know, heat, perspiration. Because I really haven't been doing much at all right now. So as far as the concealer, it is not creasing under my eyes. It's still there. So my little friend's kind of peeking through a little bit. But I did eat, so that could be why. But so far, the concealer is not creasing too much. It is kind of starting to break apart a little bit. But like I said, I will check in a little bit. Alright guys, I am back and it is 7:08. Okay, so it was around 1 o'clock. So the last check-in was about 3 hours in, I think, because I said 4 hours in, but it was really 3 because we started at 1. Okay, so my thoughts on this foundation, get you guys in. Now I walked 5 miles on a treadmill. And everything. It's still there. It's still giving a glow, but alright, I still see the white spots and I can see where it's worn off some, but you can still see the hydration and the glow. My thoughts on this, the foundation first, on the skin milk. I think that it can be used as a primer. Okay, I've seen people reviewing the Charlotte Tilbury, I don't know what it is, Flawless. It's not a foundation, but they put it on for the glow before they apply their makeup. That's what I think you could use this for, that I would want to use it for. But then also people that don't have, women that don't have a lot of flaws or blemishes, and they just want to put like a little sheer veil over their skin, this would be perfect for. I don't think it's a bad product, but I like to have a little bit more coverage. So I think I would use it as a skincare item or a primer underneath my makeup. As far as the concealer, it's lasting all day. I did have to cover my friend here with some powder because I'm getting ready to go out to eat, hence the wardrobe change. But the only thing I freshened up were my lips and my little friend. I just put some powder over the top because the concealer did not stay. So I just put some Better Skin powder that has the salicylic acid in it. So I did put that and just some more lipstick, but everything else is the same. So it made it through the treadmill. My blush and contour stick are still there. So I guess, I mean, it is buildable. So if I probably would have put another layer, it would have been light coverage. I don't think it gets anywhere past light coverage. I don't think it can get to medium coverage. However, my skin is dry, so it does soak up product really quickly. So it is a good product. It's just not my type of coverage. It is the type of glow that I want under my skin, but not really as far as coverage goes. But I did 5 miles on a treadmill, so it did kind of wipe off with the towel too. But it is a pretty coverage as far as like if you wanted to wear it for a primer, but it's not coverage that you would want to wear, you know, for full coverage or even medium coverage or even a light medium coverage. But, you know, that's my thoughts on it. So it's not bad. It's okay, but it's just not my kind of coverage. So take away from it, I would use it as a primer before makeup and as maybe a skincare if I'm not going anywhere kind of day, just to put on my face to give me a little bit extra hydration. And the concealer I did like, it's still there. It's not creasing. It did not stay on our little friend, but I mean, maybe I should have powdered over it. That might be why. But so I hope you liked this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified of my next video. Next up, we will be reviewing, and I think this might be similar to what we reviewed today, the Revlon Candid Glow. I don't think it's a lot of coverage either, but we shall see. Maybe we can compare the two. So, see you next time. Have a very blessed day or night. Bye.